I am an artist living in beautiful Vermont, USA, and I have a lot of questions. So I engage the minds of the people that I meet. Poets, writers, artists. I explore what's inside and share it with you. My name is Ricky McGeckran, and I am eager to know. Hey.
Hi, Rick. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you. Hi. Thank you.
Welcome to the Newfane Inn.
Thank you. I'm very excited. I drive by this place all the time, and I'm so excited to finally see what it looks like inside.
Wonderful. Would you like a tour?
I would love one. This is incredible.
Thank you, Rick. This is where we serve breakfast in the morning to our guests. We have 8 rooms, and we do breakfast in the morning. We also use this room for guests to come down and relax. And we also use this room for corporate events. The door does close, and it's a great place to put up a screen and have a corporate event.
Yeah, the lighting is incredible. The view out the windows is incredible. I can't think of a better way to start a morning.
Thank you, Rick. The sun comes in this room in the morning, and it moves across the building all day long, and it's always warm and cozy in this room. Yeah. We really love it in here.
Now, were you involved in the decorating? Because the colors are really soothing and beautiful. Was this like this when you got the inn, or were you involved in that?
The inn needed to be totally cosmetically renovated.
Okay.
So I did that myself. I picked colors and fabrics and things like that, and one of my loves in life is fabrics and fits and finishes. So yes, I picked out all the colors and all the fabrics.
Well done. I definitely want to hang out here.
Thank you. I also love sustainability, so all the furniture and everything you see here has been recycled and has come from somewhere else, estate sales, tag sales, and antique shops. So nothing you see has been purchased new. It's all secondhand.
Love that.
Would you like to see some of the rooms now, Rick?
Definitely.
So this is our upstairs foyer. And as you can see here, the ceiling is vaulted. It's called a barrel ceiling. And the reason for this is that this was at one time a huge ballroom, as dances in the 1800s were very, very popular. The inn started with a tavern and grew to incorporate a ballroom.
So this whole front section that's now rooms was actually a big ballroom.
Ballroom in through this direction, and you'll see when we go into this room here, which is one of our king-size rooms, the ceiling is vaulted in here too.
Fantastic.
So this was one big ballroom back in the mid-1800s.
Wow. This is a lot of space in here.
This is a lot of space. We try to have in each one of our rooms a little sitting area too. Yeah. All of our linens are organic, and all, as we talked about downstairs, of our draperies and things are all custom made. That's my love in life, all the the fits and the fabrics, as we talked about before.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, this looks like a great way to wake up.
Absolutely, absolutely. This room has a view of the green, the village green, and just has such a nice warm feel to it.
Nice.
Come on this way, I'll show you another. Rick, this is our Misty Morning room, which is one of our suites. So let's take a peek in here. This room has a queen-size bed, and it also has another room with a twin bed, so it's a great room for a family. We have the second room here. It's also a great room for someone that wants to come and work for a few days. It has the desk in it. And this is our Misty Morning suite.
This seems like a great room for a professional or someone who has like a writing project.
Absolutely.
And they want to get away from it all, get away from the city, and you have this perfect room to do all sorts of writing and creative and work, and then you have this incredible main sleeping area too.
Absolutely. We get a lot of professionals that come up and like to rent this room.
Nice.
Absolutely. Come on over, Rick. I'll show you one of our en-suites. All 8 of our rooms have their own en-suites, and this is an example of one of them. We've tried to keep the en-suites as original as we can to, be as what you would see in an old country inn.
Okay.
So this is our en-suite, and they're all different too. Each room has a different en-suite.
Nice.
So Rick, as you can see, this is the view from our second floor balcony, and from up here you can see almost the whole village. The village is on the National Historical Registry of Villages for the state of Vermont, and as you can see, all the buildings are white with green shutters, and it's just stunning from up here. In the fall, you can sit up here and see all the trees with the foliage changed, and we have something called the Heritage Festival, which is down here on the green, and it's a sea of tents in different colors, and you can just sit up here and watch the vendors and see the colors, and it's just such a pretty place to be no matter what the season.
Yeah. I was part of a ski house in Jamaica, Vermont when I lived in Boston, and I used to drive right through here all the time. And driving through this village was always the highlight of the whole trip because it's just so beautiful.
Thank you. It is. It's a beautiful place to be. Welcome to our tavern, Rick. Come on in.
Nice. As I recall, this is where we all met.
It absolutely was.
Yep, I was in Brookline with friends, and they suggested that we go for a drink at the new tavern at the Newfane Inn, and I came in, met you guys, and if I remember, I suggested that we do this video, and you probably thought, who is this stranger offering this? And then I shared this, service to you, and then I shared with you some of the videos that I had done, and you knew that I was legit. So I'm glad that you agreed to it, and here we are today.
Thank you. We're so happy and grateful to have you here today. So the tavern was a new addition to the inn. We started off with the rooms, and then Mike and I decided to open the tavern too, so that we'd have a place for locals to come in and have a little bite to eat, and something to drink.
This sounds like a nice place to spend a Sunday afternoon here.
Right.
Yeah.
And we did it because there's nowhere else that's really open on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday nights, and we wanted the community to have a place to go in and grab a beer and a bowl of soup or.
Yeah, tell me about the food. What kind of food would someone expect if they came here?
Well, we just do basic pub food. On any given night, we do a charcuterie board every night. We do a soup, nachos, and always have hot dogs. Someone always wants a hot dog.
Sounds like anything anyone would need.
Yeah, it's enough to keep people happy.
And would we eat here, or where would people eat?
You can eat in the bar here. We got a little overflow area in the dining room here, and you can sit and eat it here by the fireplace. Lots of times we have a fire going in the winter here.
Oh, nice.
So it's a nice place to relax and hang out.
People seem to enjoy sitting in here in front of the fire eating. Sometimes we pull up a few chairs here with a little table, and they'll sit here in front of the fireplace and have a few drinks. And this is all part of the pub, this room, so they're welcome to bring their food and their drink out here, or even sit in the other area with their glass of wine and just enjoy themselves.
Now, this room is really spectacular. What do you call this room?
We call this our great room. Originally, this room was a 75-seat restaurant in the former owners' of time, which was the heyday of the inn. We chose to break it into 2 spaces because we wanted to keep the restaurant, small. And we use this space also for events, bridal showers, baby showers, celebration of life, corporate functions. We'll do private parties, private dinners, and we'll do that in this area. But this area really lends itself nicely to, a party with families. A lot of times families will come in and they'll rent the whole inn, or a group for a wedding or a shower will rent the entire inn. And it's nice that they have this room to come down and congregate and spend time together.
So one of the things that that really jumps out to me about this whole experience is the amount of open space.
Correct.
That that's really incredible. We had that for the room that was the breakfast room, which was huge, and this giant room, and even the rooms themselves, at least the ones that I saw, are very, very spacious.
Right. Most of the rooms are.
And bright. Lots of windows.
Lots of windows. Lots of windows. And that is what distinguishes us from other places. That we do have this open common space for, friends and family that stay here to come down and congregate. And as I said before, they're welcome to bring their glass of wine or their beer into this room and, get a charcuterie board and sit here, and just enjoy themselves.
So I have a few more questions for you guys. So how about if we sit down and I grill you with more questions?
That sounds great to me.
All right, guys, thank you so much for the tour. And I think I want to move here. Can I move in? Is that possible?
We have plenty of room.
And I think I would want to be doing my naps down in this particular room.
Isn't it beautiful with the sun coming in? It's just so warm and cozy and lovely down here.
Yeah, it's really nice. Now, how did you come upon owning this inn?
My family had a house in Brookline, which is about 5 miles from here.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hunting cabin in the 50s, and we just have been coming up here forever. So it was on one of those trips to Vermont that I saw that the inn was for sale, and I was familiar with the area, and that was it.
All right. So you grew up not around here.
No, I grew up in Connecticut.
In Connecticut.
Connecticut.
And you would come up here. So you were very familiar with the area. You were probably very familiar with Newfane and the inn.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very familiar.
Right. And how about you, Mike? You are.
I grew up in town.
Okay.
My family's lived here, and I grew up in town. I remember the inn in its heyday and stuff, and it was nice to see it, and it's nice to see it up and running again.
What was it like in its heyday?
Oh, it was always busy. Lots of out of town cars here having dinner and staying at the inn, and it was a bustling inn.
No, so they would be having dinner in this dining room. So was this like fancy dining, or was it casual dining?
It was absolutely fancy dining room. This whole area, it was 75-seat restaurant, and there was a German couple that owned the restaurant from about 1970 until he passed in 2011, and it was a real gourmet restaurant in its heyday, and people used to come from everywhere to eat here. They were very, very well known for their food. Mm-hmm.
And so what is it like now in terms of the types of people that are coming, like local people that are coming? Tell me about that.
So we get a variety of people that come stay at the inn. We do host a lot of the families of our locals, which is really a lovely experience. Their children, their grandchildren. A lot of time people don't have the room in their homes to host families when they come to stay. So it's been just so rewarding to meet everybody's children and their grandchildren and get to know everyone. And then, of course, we have the people that just want to come on a little trip or a vacation up to Newfane, and they come from all the surrounding states. We've had people come from other countries, so it's a variety of people from local families and people from just about everywhere else.
Yeah. Now, I know when I came, I think it was a Friday night or a Saturday night when I came to the tavern, and there were some local people here. Mm-hmm. Is that pretty standard that you would have local people coming and hanging out for a drink and for a bite to eat?
Absolutely, yeah. There's I know a lot of the people that come in here because I grew up here.
I was going to ask that. You must be seeing people from your childhood come in here.
Sure, yeah, and it's nice. They come in, have a few beers and have something to eat and just talk about the day and and have a good time. Yeah, it's
And-
nice.
And it's been lovely that they've all come out to support us too. And that's because of Mike. Everybody wants to come support Mike's Tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about the decor in here? Because I noticed there's some interesting paintings, there's some items that are in this room, and it's very unique and beautiful and interesting. Can you tell me about that?
This is my favorite room. And we have on the wall over there my Majelica collection, which I absolutely adore. I love the old scrub pine and, look for it when I go to tag sales and flea markets. And that would be that piece of furniture there. And I also have, and I'm very fortunate to have, a lot of my grandmother's and great-grandmother's pieces, that I was around growing up. So the oil paintings on the wall over there were actually brought over from Ireland in the 1800s. They were my great-grandmother.
And so you remember those as a
I
kid?
remember them hanging in my grandmother's house as a kid. So, and what was wonderful is when my mom sold her house in Connecticut and moved to Florida, she had all of my grandmother's and my great-grandmother's things, and I was fortunate enough to be able to bring them up here with me and use them in the inn.
That's wonderful. Yeah, you can definitely feel that energy in here.
And it just feels like home to me, too, to be surrounded by my family's things.
Yeah, and it feels like home to me. That's why I said I wanted to move here. Like, it definitely feels that way. That's great. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and the tour. And I am looking forward to coming back to the tavern and having another seltzer in a wine glass. And just spending more time and meeting some of the people from the area.
Thank you, Rick. Thanks for
Can't wait to have you
being
back.
My name is Ricky McGuckran, and you have been listening to Eager to Know, the podcast. If you haven't already, please go to Apple Podcasts and subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. Join me next week for another Eager to Know podcast.